welcome to another episode of the Butcher's Bible Podcast. I am Luke.
And I'm Ed.
Just two blokes preaching the good word of the meat industry.
One episode at a time. Happy Monday, y'all.
Happy Monday. How's it going?
Yeah, good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. Not too bad, thank you very much.
It's always nice to see you.
Yeah, and you. I'm feeling a bit bunged up and under the weather today, so excuse my voice. It might sound a bit odd.
Yeah, you sound a bit bunged up.
It feels like I'm talking like this.
It sounded a bit Boradish, you know.
No, it's the way it feels because I can't really hear my own voice. Oh, I can hear it too. Sorry. It's all just a bit. I'm feeling a bit crazy. Oh, but still going to work, still plugging on.
Well, yeah, that's it, man. Like, there's no sick days for you, really, is there?
No, because if I take sick days off, it's Dan who's in the shit because it's just two of us. We have barely a tolerance for time off even, but we make it work and it's all right.
I would feel sorry for you, but you get weekends off, so meh.
Yeah, everyone else is going fuck you.
Yeah, fucking suck it up, princess. You got weekends off, you can recover.
Yeah, it's true. I can have a lay-in on a Saturday and a Sunday. How good does that sound?
That's pretty good. Well, I'm there now, aren't I? So I'm okay.
You start in a week or so, no?
Yeah, so just all the introductions, getting the first aids down and getting used to the equipment, what goes in, what goes out. Yeah, so the job's, like, it's quite labouring, you know, like, because it's in a massive quarry. And so there's, like, all different types of, like, they got a massive range between barks, slates, rockeries, there's special types of sands for building and everything as well. So there is, like, you got to, for the, like, retail kind of half sides, you got, like all these different bags of sand and everything. And, like, you know, that's kind of my job to keep that topped up, keep filling up bags and everything as well. And then kind of talk to customers who are like, oh, can I get like 16 bags of like this and that? And you just kind of bring out a pallet and then you just load it up on their trucks and everything as well. And just get kind of used to that whole rhythm. It's not fast paced, but that's steady all day. And then by the time you realize, you know, 12:30's here and it's like, oh, got an hour break. And that's nice. That's the next challenge as well, isn't it? So getting used to an hour break, like literally you get paid for the hour break.
Right, that's good. Rather than just eating on your feet and just going crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So like, you know, sitting down, talking to everyone, having 60 cups of coffee, you know, just getting motivated and just getting in amongst it all, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, everyone who's there, you know, they're quite nice, you know, quite a older bunch of lads and, you know, all different walks of life, you know, I could just talk, well, obviously, I could just talk for days, can't I? So kind of get stuck and then like the hour's up and everyone's like, all right, let's go back to work. And then you kind of 3-4 o'clock rolls around and you're like, oh, sweet, you know, you start sweeping up and cleaning and everything as well. And then that's it, done.
Yeah,
you know?
Nice.
So, but it's just, there's not too much. It's not nothing I can't handle, you know, especially heavy lifting as well. Like we're used to heavy lifting, and it's a different type of
part of the job, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a different style of heavy lifting, I guess, you know, because we're used to like the dead carcass weight, and now it's like, you know, this is like a 10-15 kilo bag of like sand or gravel or whatever, like maybe, you know,
off the floor as well.
No, they're all on pallets.
Right.
Yeah, so you load them up. And they go like this sand majigger thing, and then all the sand goes into, like, you put a bag in, and the sand comes running down, and then you heat it up.
You load up the bags quite literally yourself.
Yeah. So I kind of keep that kind of topped up, and you kind of see what sells more out of it. But like things are quite seasonal as well.
Yeah.
So like that sand is just like non-stop because it's a special type of building sand. So people either take it bag-wise for their homes or their projects or whatever, and then you've got like the big boys who come in for all the bit. Yeah, well, yeah, that too. And then you got the big boys who come in with their trucks. So there'll be like 4 or 5 different lorries. 3 of those are strictly just for this sand, and then they'll go right, and we'll take this chippings, and then we'll take the bark as well for like the, I don't know, like whatever that's for.
Yeah.
So it's different pace. It's quite nice. But I mustn't grumble,
Hey man, job is a job, especially if you enjoy it. You feel like you're going to enjoy it anyway. So,
well, I can't complain. It's more money I've ever had, especially in the butchery.
yeah.
And so that's a bonus, and plus I go bloody weekends off with my girls as well. So
No brainer, absolute no brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're going to sign up as for our swimming as well. So we're going to do like a daddy-daughter swimming weekends. So get her used to the swimming pool and everything as well.
I did that.
Did you?
It's great fun. It's great fun.
Yeah. So we got her like little swimming outfits and everything as well. like the little lilos and everything, because we go on holidays to Turkey in May. So I kind of want to get her used to like almost being in water and getting used to it, and like, and the chlorine as well. But the chlorine, I'm not sure how she'll react to it.
Are you going to be wearing one of those one-piece suits as well?
Fuck yeah, I'm going to ball that up.
Yeah. Armbands on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to start doing. And then it gives Laura a break as well. Well, she can have a lay-in or do whatever as well and kind of go from there. It'd be really good.
Absolutely deserved, I'm sure.
All right. Yeah. So before we get stuck into this episode, guys, just a bit of admin. One of the main sponsors, the big man, the one and only, was Sources Hut. Remember, use the code BB15 to get 15% off from all sources that he has. And he also does gift vouchers as well. So
cool.
Father's Day, Mother's Day, but if you want to be selfish and it's really for you, by all means, get yourself a gift card as well. They're absolutely great. And you knock off that price as well with BB15.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Get yourself prepared.
Yeah, well, summer's coming, isn't it? So I can't wait, honestly. Like, weekends off, summer's rolling around. Doesn't get late till like 10 p.m. here, 10:30 or whatever. And, you're still going to be out and about. It's going to be quite an odd one as well, having like a baby. She'll be almost 1 when summer's here. And she's in bed by 7:30 or whatever. But if we're still at the beach till like 7:30,
yeah.
Like, what do? You just put them in the lilo and then cover them so that they're not in the sun still? Because
it's the danger, isn't it? You get them to go to sleep early, and they'll be awake all night. There's things like that. We often just if we were going to stay out late, and myself and my daughter's mum, if we were going to be out later, we just kept them awake. Just stay awake, otherwise you're ruining yourself. That's what I found anyway. But everyone's different. Every child is different also. So
yeah, mine's just savage. She just wakes up, and then Laura's back to like being propped up again, holding her like it's okay, like nursing, doing all that stuff, and then she'll fall asleep for another hour and a half or two, and then she's just back up again, and it's just like I'm not quite used to it still, because it's just like they're not delicate cries, are they?
No,
they're not.
They're really quite savage.
They're quite savage. They're loud as fuck, and then I'm just like, oh man, like that's my ears on the I'm deaf in one ear, but like Jesus, my other ones are going in a minute.
Yeah. So that old boy at work that never shuts up about something or other that's annoyed him. You're like, cool, you told me yesterday. And he's like, rah.
Yeah.
Not pulling your ear off because of it.
That's the same old with that boy. It's Groundhog Day in his head until he doesn't have to wake up to his alarm, isn't it?
So, have I told you about my dog? Yeah, every day. Every single day. You love that dog. No, bloody fucking love that dog. I'll tell you why.
Here's a photo.
yeah, literally.
Same one.
He used to come in and be like, here's a photo of my granddaughter. Like, brilliant. That's amazing. Like,
good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah,
I will probably be exactly the same at that age.
Well, because when you're a new parent as well, you're like, oh wow, this is like this little bundle of joy, whatever, and then they're like slowly start to grow up, and then you're like super proud, and then like I used to get really funny about it as well when people were like, oh my baby rolled over, and you're like, cool man, and then my baby took its first bite of like solid food or whatever, and then you're like, still cool, like
they'll do that,
yeah, they're hungry, they'll do it, and then now it's just like they rolled over, you're like, oh.
No.
And then they take their first bite. And you're like, oh, it's incredible.
But when it's your own, it is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But,
So
one thing that really gets to me, obviously, I think you should be describing your daughter as UTM,
UTM.
under 30 months.
Oh, do you have to say it?
No, but you know how some people are like, oh, he's 36 months, or, he's 76 months, or he's 472 months.
So I know how to that.
Have you not, rather than saying like a year and a half, they say 18 months.
What do they say their grammar is? 462.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, it's ridiculous. So how old is she? I was like, oh, she's UTM.
UTM. All right, I'm keeping that actually. No, I never noticed that. People saying, oh, I don't know, like people saying, oh, 72 months or whatever.
Yeah, like 32 weeks. It was the weirdest thing to wrap my head around. I was just like, why are people saying this? Right. How did you get it? I was about to like fucking, I've gone blurry.
You gone blurry. I thought it was my eyes. I'm like,
If people like, I was about to make a similar sort of joke between raising a child and raising livestock, but it's, they both eat you out of house and home, and they both shit everywhere. But one actually is a human being.
yeah, right, okay.
I don't know where I was going to go, but I stopped it and I brought it back to this conversation. So we're good. We're good.
Everyone's disappointed in that joke now, Luke.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll try better next time.
No, I never realized that actually. So I bet you now that you said that, people are going to start saying it. And when I go to to go to the daddy-daughter swimming, everyone's going to be like, he's 27 months. And I'll be like, just no, just say 2 years.
Yeah.
Just say 2 years. And then if they ask her, I'm going to be like, she is 1 million hours.
Oh,
yeah,
that'll confuse them.
Yeah. How's that? I'll start saying that instead. Like, fuck you, man. Like, it's too early for one to do maths. Let's just get that straight. And my maths is not great. Like, let alone trying to speak correctly half the time. It does get a bit slurry from time to time. Let's not blame the beers.
It's not.
It's
hard. We shouldn't
about the beers.
No. Oh, I was watching a video earlier. I should have sent it to you.
Shame on you.
These people doing, like the way people would roast a chicken with a beer can.
It's just on the outside. It's just the skin that's burnt.
Yeah, it's just the skin. It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. Yeah,
but they sit the chicken or the poultry or whatever on it. They forgot to open the beer, so they just put it on, and this chicken went flying into the air. It was brilliant.
That pressure built up in their can.
And they were like, there's this woman. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then the husband's like, "There goes dinner." I'll try and find it. It is good because they were just filming it, going, "Oh, Jason's so smart. We're doing one of those beer butt chickens."
Beer butt chickens.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it just goes fucking flying into the air. I'll try and find it. It's very, very good.
Very good. Yeah. Did he have a lid on? And so, like, when he put the chicken,
it was like one of the Weber kettle.
Fine. Yeah.
Open, just like they haven't put the lid on or anything. So they're just roasting it on that. I think they would put the lid on, but this thing went fucking flying. It was great.
I fancy not opening the can, like to get. That's what the flavor is. The only thing you're going to get out of that is the aluminium, the text that's on the outside, isn't it?
It's designed to keep it moist, obviously, because all the liquid just evaporates and condenses inside the bird when it's open.
When it's open.
Yeah. Say if you got a can like that that's bright orange, it's gonna fucking impart something into the chicken, isn't it?
It's gonna fucking go flying. I'll tell you that much. It's lucky it went they're very lucky it went straight up instead of just like pierced off onto the side and tipped the whole barbecue with the charcoal and everything alight. Yeah. But they're very lucky. It's hilarious if it went straight up as well because there goes dinner, y'all.
It went out of frame, so in my mind it makes it as if it's gone like 60 foot into the air. It's probably only just gone out of frame of the barbecue.
Wow.
Basically filming it, but to me, I imagine that it went fucking flying, and it made my day.
That's awesome.
I showed Dan, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
You selfish bastard! You didn't even send it.
No. Then,
I'm disappointed.
boss man comes down and I go, oh, what? Phone away. It's one of those things. I'm like, hey, I'm not on this phone.
Yacht Queen in here.
Yeah.
Well, too much laughing. Get back to work.
Yeah, luckily he's not like that.
Oh, okay.
The butchery's way down the end of the farm. So he only comes in a barn. He only really comes down when he wants something, or he's grabbing something to take to a customer. It's quite good.
Well, very soon I'll have a tour of the whole thing as well, which is going to be great.
Sorry, say again. You went and broke up.
But, I'll have a tour of that very soon.
Yeah, 100%. I'm
gonna be good.
Nice clean and tidy for you. Since I've been posting more, I've had a couple of people asking me to
Clean up.
clean the fucking mess up. That is to have a tour. A couple of people commenting and messaging, which is quite good.
Yeah, there's a beautiful setup that you've created and put together and like all brought together, because it's just made up of like shipping containers and other bits and pieces, as well as you built.
Yeah. It's all quite moderation. Yeah, it's quite good. It's like expanded organically, which is nice. Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, you can definitely slap a knife in your hand, give you an apron. We can crack on for an afternoon or a morning.
Don't worry, I'm bringing my own kit and everything. I'm bringing everything.
And we're going to bring your mincer. You can bring your own sausage villa.
Yeah, I'll just load up in the car, and you'd be like, "What's all this for?" I'm just like, "I'm not sure if you got the equipment, so I brought mine."
I don't think you got the facilities for that, big man.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we'll make like a day of it, dick around, and do some stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll probably
content.
That's what I was going to say. We'll probably record some stuff. That'd be absolutely fucking hilarious.
Wow, I look forward to the episodes that are going to come up from them.
Yeah,
they're going to be good. They're going to be so good.
They should be very good. Much. I think people might be pleased with what we're trying to create. I think it's like these Zoom ones are good on the fly, aren't they? And,
yeah. I think we're going to step it up now. Bring these people are interested, but like people are loving it. Like people are still hitting us up and doing whatever. But I think the bigger thing is getting the fucking merch sorted. My God.
True. That's very true. Yeah. We can happily say now that that's in the works. We had many people asking. And yeah, we're down for it. We really are. We're just finding. We've got a source. We've got a manufacturer, and it should be. There's trial and error, of quality and styles, I guess.
Yeah, it's just getting that down as well. But you Mad Legends are just peppering us with it all. And yes, we are on it. We are going to get it done. And as soon as it does, we'll bring it straight to you. And we'll do a nice big hot sale for it all,
Oh yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice big chunky merch drop as well, so everyone will be
fired up.
Happy with it. Yeah, I will be. I'll love a beanie, love a hat. Hey Anne.
Yes, Lee.
Spring's coming, and our friends over at Was Sauce Hut are having an exclusive offer for all your cooking needs. When you use code BB15, that's BB15, and get 15% off all purchases.
From gift cards to family and single pack sauces, they range from Luke's favourite apple bourbon sauce to Ant's mango, all the way through to their award-winning Crack and Fury rum-infused hot sauce. Woo! Yeah. Start stacking your shelves and get ready for summer, and most importantly, save yourself some money with the code BB15. Now, let's get back to the podcast. I'm just a massive slut for a shirt. Like, I love a shirt. They're great. You get all those wild different designs and everything as well. And hopefully, the ones that we bring out, everyone will fucking really enjoy as well.
Yeah. Says the man in a trucker hat.
Yes, 100%. I've got like 20-something hats, and the missus always finds them around the house, and she's forever like, your hats. And I'm like, yeah, they're like your bobby pins. They just multiply overnight.
It's true. It's better than leaving your shoes and dirty socks everywhere, isn't it? So
it's bobby pins and hats in here. That's what it is.
Nice.
All right, enough about all of that malarkey. We have got business to do. Now, I've got a question for you, Luke.
Uh-huh.
And I think this is a whopper. Now, what occupation other than the one that we are in would you like to try?
Oh, I think it would have to be a practical job. It would have to be something you're working with your hands, being challenging, yet also a bit creative.
Yeah.
Um, I've always wanted to try welding. That's always been one that's been at the top of my list. That's always been sort of, I don't know. The structure of it is cool. There's different styles and stuff that you can go with. You got, and I just think it looks pretty sick. You'll always have a job in a way. I know that machines will eventually take over the world.
The AI is coming for us.
Yeah. Either that or, I've always been around farming in the country most of my life, the countryside. And I think farming as well.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. Just why not? It's hard graft, not afraid of that.
No. Have you ever had a flash weld before?
A flash mob?
No, fucking not going to break out and dance. No, flash weld.
No.
Or weld flash or whatever it's called. So, when they strike, I think it's called stick welding. So they strike it onto the metal and it starts like the welding like bit. And if you, in that like strike has like a spark. And if you don't wear the protective mask, like with the visor,
it'll burn your fucking corneas out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it causes like you get blind from it for like a certain period or whatever.
I've never had that. I've had someone tell me to get the fuck out of a workshop because I didn't have any protection on my eyes, and you could see it out of the corner of your eye, and you're just like, that is fucking bright. The radiation coming off of that is insane. And that's why they're all coated up and everything. It can damage your skin, just the light itself. That's why they're all.
I thought that was from the spark. So when you strike it and then you're going across, it's like
even if you
it's metal.
TIG welding, it gives off huge amounts of radiation.
Wow.
Yeah, if your skin is open to it, so that's why they're always wrapped up. The sparks is the least of the problems. You get the slag that comes off, and that could melt through your shoes and your whatever. But long term effects is like radiation. It's pretty crazy, which is why I want to do it because it's fucking rad.
The more you know. I didn't know that. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? That's awesome.
So yeah, farming, welding, I don't know. I could say something wanky like an artist. I want to be an artist.
I want to be a Picasso.
Yeah. And yeah, something like that. Something creative. I couldn't do anything sitting down.
Rightio.
Even though that's where the money is, which is fucking shit.
Well, we're one step ahead of sitting down and doing this.
we are sitting down doing this.
Yeah.
That's very, very true. Very true.
And
How about you?
I don't know, me. I reckon like a teacher or something at least.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You got that kind of vibe.
Yeah, and I think besides like the grading and reading and everything, I think like when it comes to like the the hands-on bit of doing it, I think I would be like a pretty good teacher.
People skills.
And, I can talk to people as well, like young, old, whatever, people my age as well. I think I can maybe do it. Like, depends what kind of teaching. Maybe, I don't know, drama. I don't know. Probably not a wood shop teacher. I don't know. I don't know too much about wood, let alone I knew about that or about welding. So that's interesting.
You don't try, I don't know, surely.
That's 100%. Yeah. But it would be nice to be maybe opening like a butchery shop, but like doing like the kitchen kind of styles, like being in like a kitchen kind of setting and teaching people to do butchery and that kind of aspect of like, almost doing masterclass after masterclass, like week in, week out.
Yeah. I get that.
Like, I think I'll do good at that.
That'd be good fun. And there's a bit of money in it if you're providing that sort of teaching service to customers, let's say.
Even if you did like a masterclass like once a month and one is sausages, and then in that month you do like a whole like breakdown of a lamb or venison when it's in season, or you do like all those other game bits and pieces as well. I think maybe showing that aspect and maybe teaching people to do that like Monday to Friday or something, like people
Yeah.
want to get involved. But like, how many people do work Monday to Friday though? You know,
That's true.
it's a lot of people who work Monday to Friday.
Let's very try and get the demographic that doesn't work.
Yeah, so the double
Not necessarily retired people, but people who don't need to work. They're the ones.
Yeah, right. But then you also get those ones who's like, I was a butcher, I was a shop boy. Yeah, so that was like 55 years ago, Gerald.
Yeah,
That times have changed.
that's true. Very true.
Yeah,
I like how yours is social and mine is very solitary jobs of being on my own, welding, or being on my own with animals. I'd much rather hang around with animals than people.
That's true.
I fucking love animals. Love cows.
So do I. I love them so much, especially butchering them.
I want to be inside them.
Oh my gosh.
in butchery sense.
Okay. But I don't know, something along those lines would be quite good. You'd meet many people from all different areas of life, and I think it would be good. But
same as serving customers, you meet people from all walks of life.
Yeah, definitely. But then it'd be nice. It'd be nice outside of the butchery world. Now that I'm doing, I got 2 of the festivals, the food festivals lined up, and I've got a guest spot there.
Very cool.
Then also I've teamed up with the local boy here, Big Nose Barbecue as well. So he's opening like a little kiosk kind of bit.
Yeah.
And in that kiosk, we're going to be making sausages, making a special blend of different style of sausages, and smoking that kind of stuff, and doing like pop-up kiosks and doing stuff like that. So I'll be getting paid to do that. So it's not quite work, is it? But there is like, it's the easy things of like prepping meat and making sausages, So
Yeah.
you got so much to look forward to.
Sweet.
But it's just getting through the Monday to Friday now, which is great. I look forward to it early mornings. Love it early mornings.
Are you an early riser?
Oh, I love a morning. I love a morning. I am the biggest morning person.
But also, I am such a night owl, to use a term.
Yeah,
I'm up late.
You're stomping around inside your house in the dark.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know what they call it, revenge procrastination. I think that's what they actually call it.
Revenge
Yeah. That's what you stay up. You stay up late to get the things done that you enjoy at the detriment of the next day.
This is what we're doing now, aren't we?
But yeah, it's actually 4 in the morning right now.
We've got to go to work in 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
or at least get ready for it.
Yeah. I stay up way too late. But I'm one of those people who's like, yeah, I'm used to it, and then I have 2 solid nights sleep, and I feel like a different person.
Yeah, sleep is critical, Like, even though we're staying up late to do these podcasts in our spare time, which is very limited, like we've said, it's just like, we love doing this. We love talking. We love everyone who's being a part of this. Also, it's just fucking nice to speak to you as well. It breaks it up, even though like we literally just message back and forth all day, but it's
yeah,
it's just great fun. But if anyone else is thinking about having a red hot crack, this is our spare time. You can surely fucking do it in your own spare time and do something.
Yeah,
little side hustle.
Stop watching the TV. That's the thing. People are like, I don't have time. Then they're watching 4 hours of TV in the evening.
What are you binging right now? Oh man, I'm watching blah blah blah. Like, I'm not binging anything. I'm not really watching anything. Tried to start Game of Thrones again a while back, but
never seen it. I'm one of them wankers that goes, I've never seen it.
You're disgusting. I'm ending this podcast right now. Oh man, Game of Thrones is fucking sick.
I missed the boat. I miss like when it first came out.
Jump on.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
And most with the rest of us.
And I knew what was going on in the episodes anyway.
Did you now?
Yeah, because everyone at work was just talking about it. They're like, "What do you think?"
I like boobs.
I like boobs. There's also a lot of incest I've had.
Oh, so much incest is so good.
Right. Yeah. Don't be too excited about it. You're like, God damn this incest.
Oh, it's all like it's just wild. Like when you start to get into it and there's like incest happening, you're like, oh, oh, and then eventually, like by season 3, you're like, oh,
Oh,
oh, there we go. Yeah.
Ah,
It's on.
this is what I
Even though they're
wanted
brothers.
for.
Yeah, even though they're brother and sister, let's have it. Have at it.
Man.
It's
No,
so
never-
good.
Never watched it. I've always been one of those wankers who's like, I'd rather watch Lord of the Rings.
Same concept in a way, like
I know.
just like besides the orcs and that, I guess, but like it's kind of set in that medieval kind of time frame with magic and dragon.
I went for a stage of watching a bunch of like those cult series. I got halfway through Breaking Bad. Never couldn't finish that due to life constraints.
Breaking Bad's sick. Breaking Bad is just
It was
the top.
fucking awesome.
It's the best. It is so good. I love that. Breaking Bad is just Bryan Cranston, top form.
Top, really, really good.
Yeah, and they did a really good job with creating that with such a shit low budget. Like that budget was so incredibly low.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
but it didn't necessarily. It was more the storytelling than, let's say, like than special effects or huge sort of like scenes, wasn't it? There's much more drama than a spectacle, and it's like just fucking a bit like The Sopranos. How that was just.
See, I've never seen The Sopranos either. Even though that
that's
ran
fucking
ran for like what 20 years or something, didn't it?
Yeah. I've never finished it, but I dip in and out of it every so often.
Yeah. See, I've never seen an episode of it.
It's good.
Yeah. See, I could say the same about Game of Thrones for you, but then also one Game of Thrones episode is about as long as these podcasts that we do, like an hour and a half or something. So when you got so much to follow in that and trying to catch up with the names and everything, and by the time you even bloody realize someone's name and you're starting to like them, they're fucking dead. They die.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's so good. So you're like, yeah, I love Jamie Lannister. He's fucking sick in season 1. The next one is just like he just dies, and you're just like, oh. Well, then it's just like the next person that you enjoy, and they build them up, and then they just die, and you're like, how? Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah. Are there
Why?
any main characters left?
Yeah, well, yeah, there is like Jon Snow, and there's heaps of them.
I missed the memes like winter is coming. I go, ha, yeah, but never understood that
Yeah, that's said like
once.
No, like 60,000 times.
Oh,
it's like the running.
That's the running joke of the program.
Well, it's not the joke; it's the actual truth. Because, like in the actual episode, spoiler alert, because winter is
coming.
Like literally, winter is coming. With winter, it's going to fall. I think it's like 100-year or 200-year winter or something. So it's going to be
because the frost giants come, don't they?
Yeah, well, they come with it. So with that territory, they come with
like
it.
On 4.
Yeah, then they come in and like but people like they need to like gather their supplies and start like doing all this stuff, but they end up just fucking killing each other and raping each other, and it's until winter actually does peak and comes, and then next minute it's just like all hell breaks loose on season 7. You can
dragons and that.
The dragons are all the way through it. They kind of start in season 1.
Yeah,
and
does Legolas survive in this one?
Yeah, Jon Snow. Yeah,
yeah. He's Aragorn. He's pretty much Aragorn.
No, I can't say any of the names to you anyway because you don't even know who I'm talking about.
I would have. I'll just nod and say yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Uh-huh.
See, I know you. I know you.
I'll get yeah.
Yeah, but I bet you a lot of people are screaming in their headphones right now. Go, fuck you, Luke.
I'm sorry. It didn't. I missed the initial sort of like hurrah, and it does not interest me one bit.
You should watch it. Like honestly, because you got weekends off when you haven't got the little one.
Oh yeah, because I've got so much free time.
You got so much free time. But it's also impossible to try and sit still for you as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I think that's what it is. Something has to catch me that I can watch it. It either has to be funny, consistently funny, and or engaging. I was mad for The Walking Dead for years.
Yeah, absolutely. Love The Walking Dead. Walking Dead's great, and then it kind of went unrealistic in a way. Like I know the whole concept of zombies and everything was like unrealistic in general, but when you get into like season 5 and 6, right up to there, it just kind of peels off and starts going a bit unrealistic, and you're just like
crazy, yeah.
But it like the whole concept, the whole idea, building humanity back up is just fantastic, you know. And I'm like, and then they had the spin-offs as well, didn't they?
Yeah, the new one just dropped. It was like Rick and Michonne or whatever. That was just come back. I haven't watched any of that, but Dan's been telling me all about it because he's watching it religiously.
Yeah. And that's all on Amazon Prime, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Wow, so what other series have I watched? Oh, The Mandalorian. Fucking love The Mandalorian.
Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely love The Mandalorian. But then it's same actor as well. You got The Last of Us.
Oh, Last of Us. That was fucking sick as well. What's his name?
Michael Pascal Padron.
Pascal Escobar. Pascal Padron.
Patron.
What's his name? I can't remember.
Pedro Pascal or something?
That's the one. Yeah. He's just a cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's great. He was in Game of Thrones as well. That's what kickstarted his career. Yeah, because his feature on there, he paid some rich prince from another land and everything, and he was fucking his sister.
And this was before the program, right? And that's how he got the job.
Yeah. Just show me your strokes. These ones are the Rod Jeremy ones.
Yeah.
But so that kickstarted his career, but then The Last of Us, holy shit, what a game, what a TV series.
I like that.
If you've played number 2 on that as well, you know what's coming in season 2, which is going to be fucking sick. I can't wait. I'm fired up, man. It's so good.
It is wicked, and that's one thing that it has to be engaging. You know, all this reality TV programs that are on. It just interests me at all.
But there is some absolute shit out there, like the Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, dude, it's mind-numbing. I had some customers the other year when I was working in the shop, and they would come in and they would talk about reality TV counter,
and
that's their catch-up. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Did you see X, Y, and Z programs?
And he's texting each other. That's not really shop.
They're obviously not that good of friends.
Yeah, true.
To text each other or have any interest in other people's lives. So they just talk about, oh my God, did you see this program? Did you see that?
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
It's probably all those.
That must be their buffer when they meet in the same places. Like, oh, how are you? Yeah, good. Gerald's great. Fucking Doris, yeah, right, yeah. And it's like, oh, Desperate Housewives and all that shit.
Yeah, did you see the drama or something like that? So some people just live for the drama on those programs. And
it's the juice. They're all for the juice.
It's the freaking juice, man.
I got there's too shit. It's just shit TV, and then just brainwashes you as well.
I know.
And there starts some uneasy cult of people who's like, oh yes, this must be the right way of doing it, or treating people in that way, or talking about people behind their back in that way as well. It's really toxic.
It does just breed an attitude, doesn't it?
But there is people in this world who are like
this is okay. Yeah, there is. And they're the people that watch these fucking programs because they think it's okay and they want that drama in their life.
But I tell you what, I try to live my life drama free.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have enough mental capacity to allow that in. If somebody has a grudge with me, I have to squash it as quick as possible. I'm one of those people. I can't just let it sit,
I just for them to have a grudge with you in the beginning, it's just like, the fuck did I do?
Nothing. Often it's people's preconceptions of you. True. Or some bullshit that someone said, let's say at work, for instance. Oh, Luke said this, and they take it completely out of context. It's like they're totally paraphrasing of what you said. The mood and the environment isn't there in what they're saying. It's taken completely out of context. And someone's like, "Oh, so and so's not happy with what you said." I was like, "What? It was a fucking joke. What's wrong with that?"
Yeah, can't we laugh? Can't we smile anymore? Is that not happening anymore?
Yeah, I try and very much both at work and at home. I try and breed a happy sort of optimistic atmosphere.
You have to, especially when you got little ones and partners that are.
And when you're in charge of people as well.
Yeah.
At work, if you're in a fucking pissy mood, everyone's like, "Oh, fucking hell." If you're in a good mood, people understand that you can sway and move around throughout the day because it's like a living being, a shop, isn't it? When you're there,
it is. Yeah,
especially if you're running it and you're kind of dodging around the place and trying to do whatever. It can take its toll, and
Yeah.
if being open and honest really helps. And all these fucking programs are just people backstabbing the shit out of each other.
Mm.
That just creates drama.
But it's
Not
like we've talked about it before as well on here, that like that the shop is a living, breathing organism, and you being the head honcho that needs to pave the way of how the morning and how the day is going to play out for the rest of it. Because everyone could be having a shit day and up against it, but and you're in a good mood. That makes that job so much easier.
Yeah, and if you take that sort of that difficult job head on, that no one else wants to do, with a good mood, that puts everyone else in a good mood.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, everyone would agree on that as well. You like for it all to come together, there needs to be that positivity and that light, and it's good. But no, fuck how we get here?
I have no idea.
We went from movies, TV series, to now that's
good. It's good.
That's good.
I know. What's your? Everyone has a go-to series that they watch over and over again.
Oh, like go-to?
But you just be like, you could be doing something, you put something on in the background. It could be like a program or a film.
See, I like Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Oh, you and Dan will get on famously. He fucking loves Star Wars.
Maybe it's the Star Wars is huge in Australia, and I had bed sheets and fucking lightsabers and Legos. I got some Legos downstairs. Every Christmas, my brother-in-law gets me the mini box, and it'll be like a TIE fighter, a star, like whatever, like just all these little bits, and I got like all this Legos kind of set out on my little shelf. But I'm just massive like Star Wars fan. It's like the ultimate balance between like space as well as like fantasy, and I really like that. And obviously, me loving aliens and everything anyway. Like it's just a really good balance, regardless of like anyway, even if like the new the Phantom Menace and like those new sagas was shit. It's just like I still watch them. Like even with like the new ones coming out and people like slagging them off, and I'm like, but you still fucking watched them. You still paid money for it. And people are just like, yeah, but they're shit. And I'm like, the only person who's shit here is you, because you're still paying money. You still pay money to go to the cinemas, or you paid for Disney, and like we talked about The Mandalorian as well, that was, the Star Wars is great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But
when I was a kid, fucking Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones was my jam. I watched them religiously.
Yeah. See, I was like,
not knowing what a good film was then.
Yeah.
As a feature film, to watch the sort of spectacle of it, I was like, fuck yeah. And then my dad showed me on video, VHS, the originals.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, what is this?
And the CGI back in those days, the early 2000s, that was like revolutionary. You're like, wow, these are real looking,
Yeah. I think what Dan told me that the CGI makeup for Jar Jar Binks was the blueprint for a lot of CGI after that. So if you watch any sort of like CGI film, live action CGI after the Phantom Menace or Jar Jar Binks was made, a lot of that core coding would be Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, interesting.
He lives on.
Well, me said know something now.
You said know something.
that he was just a shit character.
Insufferable character.
Yeah, but it was just like that's what made it as well. You're just like, these are terrible, but I'm still going to watch it again in like a month or two. Like
fucking all the I don't know what the type of alien they are, but even like Boss Nass, where it's like,
yeah, it's so good. But even then, you got the original saga as well. The original saga is what paved the way and kind of really opened up this whole new world of fantasy and like space travel, and really got people's juices going as well. And then you also had like Alien as well, like with Sigourney Weaver, and that was really cool.
That was their poignant sort of movies in time, weren't they?
And then that was like the stepping stone to like creativity on the Alien front, wasn't it? Like that was like a really good stepping stone. And then you got like Predator came out as well. But those franchises like Alien and that, they're still going. Those games are like still being released. Like, and then they've got more movies coming out, and they got TV series, and like Prometheus was the beginning of Aliens, and like the whole origination of where it all came from. And I was like, this is really cool. And a lot of people are like, oh, this is shit. And I was like, we're in the same movies, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you're the loser here.
It's the universe. It's the universe. Get used to it, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's
funny.
just funny, isn't it? It is very funny.
Franchising is where the money is at for movies at the moment. People wonder why that Fast and Furious has gone to 10 films and they've gone to space and all that crap.
I think I watched Tokyo Drift. I think that's as far as I got, maybe.
That was the peak. Tokyo Drift best.
Also, I was like chasing girls and drinking beers, and so
Yeah, same.
meh. That's it. That was
Same.
it. Yeah, right. He's still banging on about Lord of the Rings. You can.
Oh yeah, I was out playing video games. No, I wasn't actually. My go-to series to put on and watch in the background of anything that I'm doing is The American Office.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. The British one was good.
Back to back. I think it was good, but it made my teeth hurt. It was that awkward at times. The British one.
Well, that's Ricky Gervais, isn't it? And Steve Metch, and you know they're brilliant. They're brilliant actors and great writers. Don't get me wrong.
Incredible. That in the American one appealed to a much wider audience. It was more of a sitcom type thing.
Yeah,
it's still awkward. It's still awkward and sort of like jarring in places where you're like,
yeah.
But yeah, I love it to pieces. It's one of my favorite series to just have on.
Yeah,
it's full of comedy gold of what they say.
Yeah, exactly. But especially when you got a vegan cigarette.
Yeah, we just those for hours.
The pizza's here.
Yeah. No one else is there, and you're like, "Wait, you ordered pizza?"
I'm by myself. What?
What did one stoner say to the other?
What?
What?
Do you hear ringing?
Yeah. You say something? No. Oh, okay. Well, you laughed from like an hour before.
Yeah. TV series for me, I'd say like How I Met Your Mother is a good one as well.
That, yeah. My sister absolutely was obsessed with that. On E4 or wherever it was on.
Is that TV program still going?
I haven't watched actual proper TV in fucking years.
Wow.
I think my dad still has Sky.
We've got Sky, but
all of that.
Fuck me, I don't think I can't remember the last time I turned the TV on.
Yeah, get rid of it. I'm assuming you've got Sky Internet. This is riveting conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
It is. It really is. But yeah, this has been a great episode, man. It's just funny. It's a bit of a funny one, isn't it?
Just to catch up for that. That's
good. It's such a good one. Yeah, we've got plenty in the bank to go. We got some guests lined up. If not, people listening to them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure people are aware now that we're dropping 2 podcasts a week. We've got our solo ones dropping on Mondays. Well, the plan is ours dropping on Mondays, and then guests ones will be dropping on Fridays.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into this as well.
Sure.
As you can tell, we're gently sitting down on our asses.
Yeah, I'm exhausted right now.
Yeah, well, it is late. We still got a long way to go.
I know, we do. Awesome, man. Right, this is brilliant.
All right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you to everyone who's listening or listened.
Yes. Listening. We'll listen again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excuse me. Right, love you, man.
Love you too. We'll speak to you next week. Peace.